Lily was a 21-year-old English girl and her younger sister Grace was only 16, and both of them had been living a life that most people never imagined because, after losing their parents and their home, they had no place to go and no one to depend on, and for months they moved from one temporary shelter to another, trying to stay warm, safe, and hopeful. But every night when the world slept, the sisters lay awake, thinking about how cruel life had become, and Lily tried to stay strong for Grace, but inside her heart she felt tired, scared, and uncertain about their future, until one rainy evening the sisters sat on a cold bench in an empty street watching people pass by without noticing their silent pain, and Grace whispered that maybe they were not meant to have a good life anymore, and Lily held her close, telling her that hope is not about what you have but about what you believe, and that as long as they were together they still had a chance. And the next morning they walked into a community center looking for help, and a kind social worker named Mrs. Howard saw the exhaustion on their faces and asked them to share their story, and for the first time in months Lily opened her heart and spoke about everything: the fear, the hunger, the cold nights, the hopeless days, and Mrs. Howard listened with deep concern and told them that some battles are given to the bravest souls because life knows they will rise again, and she promised that she would help them find a safe place and a fresh start. And over the next few weeks, Lily and Grace worked hard, doing small jobs, attending classes, and trying to rebuild their lives step by step. And even when things were difficult, Lily reminded Grace that every sunrise brings a new chance and every struggle brings hidden strength. And Mrs. Howard supported them through every moment, guiding them, encouraging them, and reminding them that they were not alone. And slowly, the sisters began to feel hope returning, like a soft, warm light entering their dark world again. And then one morning Mrs. Howard gave them the news that changed everything. A small apartment had been arranged for them, a place they could finally call home. And when Lily and Grace walked into that tiny room with a single window and two small beds, they both burst into tears, not of pain, but of relief, because for the first time in a long time, they felt safe, they felt human again, and they felt seen. And Lily realized something powerful: that real hope is not about having everything, but about not giving up even when you have nothing. And Grace understood that their strength, their love for each other, and the support they received had carried them through the hardest days of their lives. And from that moment, the sisters knew that their story was far from over, and that brighter days, new beginnings, and a peaceful future were waiting ahead, because hope had taught them that even the most broken paths can still lead to a beautiful destination if you keep walking with courage and refuse to give up.